That's really loud. How's that? Okay, hi. I'm Sam Patterson, and we're reporting live from the MakerSpace this afternoon, which is really exciting for me. And I'm going to see if I can get the... So what I'm going to try to do is regularly stop by and share with you what we're doing in the MakerSpace. This week, I was really lucky because I got to do a lot of really great work with the kids. Even though it was a short week, only 4 days, I got to do stuff I have never done before, which is always really super exciting for me. So where we started this week was with my third graders, and the third graders are working on their cardboard construction skills. I wanted a small project that they could iterate and get feedback on in the classroom, so we designed a marble run game. Super fun. We are going to build it on, or are building it on, these little cardboard boxes, and the kids have to figure out how to put it together. I've given them tape and cardboard and all kinds of things to build walls with, and they've been doing really well. The first round, I assumed a little too much of what they might know of a marble run game. Many of them have never played like a physical tilting marble run game because they've been trapped with devices their whole life. It's sad. But we have helped them out and gotten them playing these games and showing them to each other. And next class, they're going to be refining their design and kind of building a final version of it. So we've had an opportunity for them to share a design, to get some feedback on it, refine it, iterate. And the whole time we're talking about what makes for a good joint between two pieces of cardboard when they're perpendicular. How do you get them to stay standing up and stick together? You know, do you want to use hot glue for that? Do you want to use tape for that? What are the choices involved? Fourth grade has been working on something that I'm pretty excited about. They've been learning about circuits, simple circuits, using circuit blocks. Now, circuit blocks are these simple electrical components on fancy wood blocks, and it makes them really easy for them to move around. The kids don't break the wires because, you know, they're attached to the blocks. And what I have asked the kids to do is I have asked them to really figure out what these blocks do and create a user guide for them. This is something we're spanning over 3 classes, and during the third class they're also going to create and document a project with the circuit blocks. Many of them have already figured out they can make something like a fan or a light that responds to the amount of light in the room. So they're experimenting with a couple of different things, and they've figured out some basic circuits, and next I'm asking them to think, what can you do with that basic circuit, and how do you document and share that, which is a wonderful tool to be or problem to be working with on hey Frank, wonderful thing to be working with the kids is really thinking about what can you do with a simple circuit, because so many things in our lives are actually just big systems of simple circuits. So with the fourth graders, we've got them reading the website, writing descriptions of what these blocks do, working with each other to discover it, and setting up circuits. We've set up series, we've set up parallel, they've been playing with push buttons, we have so many buzzers. My tolerance for buzzer noise, I've had to directly instruct on, you can make buzzing noises like this, bam, bam, but not like this, bam. And then eventually you just take the buzzers away and you feel like an angry old man. That's fourth grade. Fifth grade, and I started with third. We'll get to the others below that, I promise. Fifth grade is doing a project with Little Bits, where they were exploring Little Bits and kind of doing a bunch of different kind of circuit work and construction with that, reporting out what they did and kind of figuring it out. Very similar to the third grade project, but with Little Bits instead. Or rather the fourth grade project, but with Little Bits instead. The sixth graders this week were working with Makey, and that was an amazing lesson because I didn't write it. Yes. Colleen Graves had posted on the Makey website a great simple circuits lesson. So I'm learning simple circuits grades 4, 5, and 6. Just using different tools, same basic approach. Also, read this thing. Figure out what it says. Do what it says. Report what you discovered. Discover something new. Report on that. This is kind of our cycle of read, make, document. We're just going to keep doing that in different ways and hopefully keep it really interesting for them. Going back to second grade, because we talked about third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, second grade has been reading Around the World in 80 Days. And they travel in a lot of different ways in that, and they have to kind of live in different accommodations. And we were talking about that, and we're having them design a balloon basket house for their classmates. So they had to interview their classmate and start designing a house for them today. That was so cool. We have some houses with like 8 video game systems in it because that's what their classmate wanted. And that part of making it not your house but your classmate's house was given to me by Elaine, my boss, like minutes before class, because we've been talking about design thinking and empathy training and getting the kids to tune into each other and how do we do that. And it's something as simple as you're not building your house, you're building their house. Talk to them. We talked about what kind of questions you would ask. It was a great conversation. They did some wonderful design. Next week, we're going to go back into the wind tubes, and they're going to make those houses fly, because everybody likes a flying house. First grade and kindergarten, I didn't get to talk to this week. They were on Monday. It was Labor Day, so we didn't have that class. Next week, we're going to start by building boats in kindergarten out of a bunch of different material. I'm super excited about that. And I have to look closely at the first grade plan and figure out what we're building next week. I think it's something with cardboard, or it might be the beginning of sewing. We're building something. I definitely have to check that out. Pre-K today built with blocks. So they've met 3 times. The first time we did some wind tunnel building. The second time we were building with the giant cardboard discs. This time we were building with blocks. And their capacity for like hanging in and doing good work together is building quickly. I think we had a 45-minute long class today, and we're going to push that, I'm hoping, to the full hour next week. Doing more building and working together, and building and working together, and building and working together, because those are awesome things to do in pre-K. We've got a lot of work to do just with, there's a certain number of materials. It's not okay for me to take all of the pink ones. We have to share, and it's a real skill. So we'll be working on that, and that's kind of going to be our focus for the next chunk of time, is kind of these building skills in the grades up to 3, circuit skills, and into programming 4 through 6. And as we get further in the year, the younger kids will start doing more programming and circuits too, and we'll have the older kids doing more advanced building. Overall, really excited about the work that we're doing. Put together kind of a comprehensive explanation of how we came up with our curriculum, because we did a lot of collaborative work. And that is on my YouTube channel. It's called something like Maker Curriculum Parts 1, 2, and 3. And it'll also be on the blog, mypaperlessclassroom.com, starting yesterday, and I think releasing through Wednesday. We've also got back to school night this week, or this coming week, and we get to do that twice. One night for the youngers and one night for the olders. So I'm looking forward to kind of giving our parents a very quick 5-minute version of what having a literacy-rich makerspace means, and what they can expect, and what they can hope to celebrate with me. And that'll be super fun, because I haven't gotten to talk directly to the parents before, so I'm jazzed about that. Thank you for tuning in to this quick little 10-minute reflection. As I said, I'm going to try to do this in an ongoing way as I go along, because it helps my practice to share what we're doing, and I want to hear what other people are doing, and I figure if we put our ideas out there, other people may say, that is the worst way possible to do that. You should do it this way instead. I'll be like, yes, thank you. Now I'm smarter. So, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do, because it would be great to have more subscribers, because then YouTube will let me come to their events, and they'll start talking to Waka maybe. And maybe next week we'll get Waka on the show. Hey, I heard that. Take care.